Hello and welcome to Swamper Talk Live, your live online radio show and podcast done each and every week, Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. On behalf of myself, Joshua Danger Colson, Ross Free, and of course, Mr. Berlin Parker, we want to welcome you to the show tonight. We will be with you shortly.
Well, I got a window that I can't close. Nobody even knows. Ain't nobody watching, see. So baby, come play with me. Let's get lost. Lost in the moment, baby, just you and me. And I got a shoe that just won't fit. I got a cat that just won't sit. I got a pipe that just won't hit. Cause I be sitting here getting lit. Let's take a drive. Let's head on down to Lafayette. Baby, won't you stand? Stand in the window, throwing rocks for you. Won't you stand? Stand in the window, throwing rocks for you. You ready? You ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Welcome to the...
All right, y'all here with Swamper Talk Live again tonight. We've got a special night. Well, we think it might be. We got some anime salsa here that we're going to talk about here in a minute.
That's titty salsa.
Right, titty salsa. But before we get to that, we got Mr. Berlin Parker over here. It's here every week. How's your week been so far, Mr. Parker?
My week's been okay. I'm coming in hot today.
Oh, Lord. You come in hot every Monday.
That's what I do on Mondays. But look, me and Alicia at a point in our lives where we're looking at upgrading appliances and all that. And then, of course,
in your brand new house?
Yeah. Hey, you know, you get your appliance game up.
I
get
know.
matching.
Yeah.
Also, why? I believe in smart technology. It's cool and everything. Why the fuck do they have smart toasters and smart coffee makers?
You never know when you're going to need to go ahead and put the bread in the toaster and then do it probably like maybe an hour before you get up, have it loaded in.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
What? No.
You know what? Put it this way. My network at my home is mine, and everything that's on that network is communicated.
Do you put a toaster on it?
A toaster don't have a fucking thing to say to me. Just make the bread hot. That's the only job you got on this fucking earth.
How much is that toaster?
Oh, that motherfucker's like $300 something. It's
$300?
Yeah, it's on a website that I don't want to mention. It has a combination of tech and nerdy in it.
Yeah, if but it's $300, it damn sure ain't Wish.
And all it do is toast bread. I don't have nothing else to say to you. Just make the bread hot. Leave me the fuck alone.
Listen, it's the same thing with an ice maker, with a fridge. Now look, what does a fridge do? A fridge stores your food, cold or colder, and maybe, just maybe, will give you some ice sometimes and water. But what would you need a fancy? I mean, what is it going to do? Is it going to tell you what's in the fridge? You just, oh, look, there's a tomato in the fridge. I don't need to buy one. Okay. Is that what it does?
In theory, they have them where they say you can take a picture and you can see what's in your fridge.
What?
That's stupid. I mean, just smart technology is so damn dumb, and I don't want to get too deep down the rabbit hole, but there's just certain shit that don't need to communicate with me. Toasters, washers, all that shit. Just do your damn job. Leave me the fuck alone. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
That sounds weird.
Don't it, though?
I mean, look, it's as simple as the only way I could see it is if you have, like with a washer, if you have an auto feed with detergent all the time, and you can be like, you know what, I forgot those in the washer for 2 days. Click auto feed and starts washing. You're fixing to head home. By the time you get home, most likely, you can say, you know what, this time I'm going to put it in the dryer. That's the only way I could see it.
But that doesn't justify the cost, though.
No, not even close. $300 for a toaster? $300. No.
Hey,
I don't know who you think you are.
If that thing don't suck my dick for $300,
Thank you.
I'll just go in the trash. Fuck that thing.
Look, you need to. You got to get in a little closer, and you need to be talking about it. Talk about it with us.
Damn, we got
Tell
Chief.
us about it. Chief's in the
Chief,
house.
We do
tonight.
have Chief in the house today.
Chief's in here with us tonight too. I'm Chief. This is Chief's first
Chief
time.
needs to be turned up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, get Chief some value.
You don't need to do that.
Look.
Oh yeah, we turned. I
We
can't
ain't
hear
got nothing
Chief.
on Chief.
I'll say I can't hear him at all.
now?
You got him muted?
Number two's muted, bud.
The missus would love that button.
Number 2 ain't
No,
muted.
number 2 doesn't have any sound. Other one you probably hear. It's probably this one.
We look like rookies up in this bitch.
Well, we always look like rookies. No, still can't.
Radio check. 1, 2.
I hear him.
Yeah, you hear him through
I
our
can hear him,
mics,
yeah.
though. His
Yeah.
mic ain't live.
No.
You can see the little bar ain't jumping
Wait,
up and
let's
down.
see. Hold up.
The bar is not jumping.
Say
It's
something,
not
Chief.
jumping.
Say something.
Jump.
Yeah, we still ain't got no Chief.
Is he? Hold on.
Get that connection and see if that's something to do with it.
No, it's not that side. He was connected.
We are off to a blazing start.
Well, we're gonna have to,
I mean,
we just gonna move.
Yeah, and you guys are like, come
Well,
on the radio.
Rawson,
Everybody.
let's talk about your time.
Oh shoot! Look, if y'all saw me yesterday, then it's a miracle because I didn't see anybody else. All I did was by the time I got up and I got to work, I was at work from 12 till 9 o'clock last night. So you want to talk about tired today?
Now, Chief.
That was me.
You're on cruise control.
And I was, I'll say I got to work. I was trying to do a bunch of stuff. I got tired and I went home around 3 o'clock.
Damn, Skip.
Normally I wouldn't do that, but I was just tired. So that's my week. It sucked.
Your week went bad on you. Well,
Test 1.
Weekend, but yeah. Well, shoot, we up in it. Look, we've already had somebody walk in here and say "Holy salsa" because they saw
holy salsa.
the amount of salsa we have sitting here
Oh, we got salsa.
and are excited to do a little taste test tonight.
We do not have professionalism.
We want to thank.
We don't have competence, but we got salsa.
Confidence.
Oh, we got
Well, you
Chief.
done something because now I can hear
competent.
me in my head.
There you go.
Oh, did we get him?
Oh,
we
you got
in
it.
here now.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, we're gonna
Bad,
start it tonight.
Bad chord.
We're gonna
Turn that
start
thing back
it
down,
tonight.
man. Turn it
Bad
down.
chord.
That's right.
I had that set up so when we talk about one of our topics, and we have a specialist in here, we'll be able to split the mic.
There you go.
But we're gonna have to go to our old way of splitting the mic.
We're going to split the
But,
mic.
Is that a sexual term, splitting the mic?
Well, it is.
It could be.
Can I look it up on Pornhub?
There you
Whoa.
go.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
any excuse to look it up.
You can look it up.
Man,
I
that's-
mean, no
if you-
doubt.
Outside of
I
talking
don't
and
think
testing, what's
splitting
your
the
phone
mic's
good
what you want to
for?
look up, though.
I don't even know what that means. I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, now I think about it, I don't think I'm going to look up splitting the mic.
No, splitting the mic is a terrible, terrible thing to look up. I'm just throwing that out there to start with. It sounds like it would be
in
something
today's
nasty.
society, you could start a new trend.
Oh no, I don't want to start a new trend. I don't want that.
I don't want to split a mic with nobody.
It's good.
I feel like that.
Thank you.
I feel
Yeah.
like splitting the mic would be a weird kind of 2 girls 1 penis type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's been
I can
done.
see. I can
That's
see
been
that.
done.
Splitting the
That's
mic.
how it is.
Again, so where's the problem?
You're right.
But,
Good call. Good call.
Well, this is the point where it's be the mic, don't
Right.
split the mic.
Right.
I
Be
carry
the mic.
Mr. Microphone wherever I go.
Oh, watch
Who wants
out
to
now.
talk in it?
Man, Scott, you are so off today, bro. Come on, man. Chief is dropping gems over here, and you just
All
slow
the
with
time.
it.
Well,
He doesn't know.
We're gonna be
Scott's
ready
never ready for this.
But
We need
that's
to
okay.
hire somebody to stay on the damn
Right.
boards.
Well,
we need.
we need to monetize ourselves so we can hire somebody.
Oh,
Right.
I believe
Right.
Baby
that's
steps.
We need that.
yeah. We should just keep doing our thing.
So you want to pay for services? Is that what you're saying?
Hey yo,
Yeah, we are a bunch of whores, so yeah. We'll just
ain't
whore
no
ourselves
doubt.
out.
That's
Ain't
right.
no.
Wait, you didn't say we was talking about pass here or nothing.
What we do have, as y'all can see here, somewhere, Anime Salsa
Salsa.
Anime.
We in it tonight.
brought us a bunch of salsa, and we want to thank her for doing that. And we've been trying it, and man, we really. I think if you're gonna buy some, I don't think you can go wrong with any
I
of
think
it.
I think we need to allow some of the others here to give a little taste
Yeah.
test while they're
I mean,
sitting there. I mean they
We got Colson and Shelby hadn't tried
could-
the anime salsa.
they could
Oh,
get a little
watch out
taste
now.
test.
I even put it on
my Dirty Nelly nachos.
Yeah.
See,
Anime salsa
works everywhere.
go on anything, just about.
You know what? We
no
need to
doubt.
post a link on our damn Facebook page so folks know how to get in touch with anime.
Well,
and
we
get some of
will
this sauce.
before it's over. There is one for her on there already. But we'll update
Well,
it.
we need to
Put another one.
update that.
We just need to
Whatever,
tag it
another
into
one.
this one as well.
And just the personal input here for those that love garlic and garlic don't love them. The garlic is awesome.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna pay for it later, but it's awesome.
The garlic. The garlic salsa.
We've had a few people come and taste test before we started, and they were all immediately impressed. They were like, "How do we get some?"
Anime is going to have
I
a
think
bunch
the,
of orders.
Oh,
the consensus review is good than a motherfucker. So,
Good.
That is a very accurate
Amen.
statement.
Good stuff.
so we agree on that. Good than a motherfucker.
Yep.
Good
Amen.
motherfucker.
Good.
I appreciate that statement.
Oh, we got barrel proof back on the
what?
pod.
Barrel
beam
proof?
now.
Oh, watch
Yep.
out now.
Old barrel proof.
Barrel proof's in the his a.
Old barrel proof. But, one of the things we was going to talk about, I know that some of y'all didn't want to talk about, but until, I think after the break, we can talk about the other mental thing or whatever. We're gonna, how supportive is that? Oh, yeah, after the break, we'll talk about
I
it.
get to that shit later.
Think
I don't want to talk
people.
about it, but we don't give a shit.
We're waiting. We think that we might have somebody coming in to do the dip, but we're not sure. We're not 100%.
You just want a titty dipped in salsa.
Unless, I don't know that Shelby's might.
You gonna put her on the spot?
I'm not going to put her on the spot. We'll just see how she feels later on. But let's go into this.
All I heard was what?
So you went out and bought a lottery ticket, Powerball, right?
He's gonna force
my
this
God.
one. Go ahead.
And then
Terrible.
you get in, you check it out, and you find out
You
you
lost
won.
because no one won.
No,
Still,
you won.
There you go.
You won. Hypothetically, you won.
Oh, that is a heavy
$800
hypothetical.
million.
Oh,
What do you do, Berlin? Day one. What do you do?
Berlin, I feel like I got you on this. F you and just walk. Just don't worry about it. Just F you.
It is so hypothetical. The answer's hypothetical, but you think it'd be some ridiculous shit. Most of it just gets put away. Do you know how many trust funds I got to set up to keep my
yeah.
people from fucking it up for themselves?
Yes, a bunch.
So after I do all that, I might upgrade my truck. Alicia just got to tell you, Rod, she don't need nothing else new. I like where I'm at. I'd rather just, you know what I would do? I would have money. That's what the fuck I would do. I would have money for one day in my life. I would just have money. That's what I'd do. Boring as it sounds.
So you're saying you would just spend it on the money.
What did you do to your mic?
He's over there playing with something. and
You done
I'm
fucked
still
it up for
trying to figure
everybody.
it out.
Typical.
It's
Typical.
Just, it's
Well,
just
always-
me. It's
well-
just me.
Oh, there you go. There you
It's
go.
all
he-
right.
now he's
It's
rubbing
all
on it.
right.
Now, Chief, what would you
What-
do
what-
if you won the Powerball? What would you do first day?
Oh my God, man, that's a hard one, brother. Because my heart tells me that I would help, everybody that I know. I would definitely give back to, definitely give to my church.
Oh,
I,
absolutely.
straight up, the Lord's house. I tell them, look, here's a chunk to pay the bills. People don't realize
No.
how much it costs just to run the establishment.
Oh,
the
it
air,
is. The
heat,
church
lights,
is a
everything
business
else.
too. Yeah.
Just basic stuff. So I
There's the
would.
business behind
I'd slam him. I'd be like 10%. No, that ain't good enough. I got 800 million.
You know that is good. That is good. And you would trust that your money would be used wisely in the
Well,
church.
that's
Because money does corrupt.
The church that I belong to, there was actually an amount that was donated upon one of our parishioners' demise.
Mm-hmm.
She passed away. So you can set them up in trust funds, and it's very specific as to what you can use those funds for.
Nice.
So it's cool.
I like that. That's a
Yeah,
good
so
answer.
It makes it good, but then I'd like to donate to different charities and help out. I definitely would like to help out, each one of my kids. Definitely, you're always going to say close friends, but you know what? With $800 and something million, I'm sure I'm going to make a whole lot of friends, but at the same time, I'm going to take care of all
The
my
original friends.
Right. The original Justice League.
I've come to realize I don't have any friends, so it's okay.
You're going to be a rich, lonely man.
Yeah.
But I'm going to come over and party with you anyway.
Well, and if you've ever paid attention, you've seen that there's a lot of mega churches, and that's where I think that's where Berlin was talking about that kind of you got to be careful type
Yeah.
thing. I understand. I agree. You know, you can take care of, especially a lot of these local churches, you know, specifically in Monroe, they're not bad churches. They've got a lot of good backing to them. They've got a lot of good theories behind them. It's whenever you get into the big ones that make, you know, $20, $30, $40 million a year, and they're spending $10 million of it. Oh, whoa! I was not specifically calling anybody out.
Oh, we're not. You know, I love to drop names and fuck Joel Osteen along with Elon Musk and along with Bill Gates. Fuck Joel Osteen too.
Come on, load them all on the boat.
I mean, as soon as they catch wind of this, they might have me knocked off. But you know, at least I got it out. Fuck them.
I got your back, bro.
I appreciate that.
Me and Nina are rolling tight.
If we're going to specify that, yes, the man that bought a plane with his money he got from COVID.
Yeah. PPE money or whatever it was.
I agree. Straight fuck him.
Now, for the record, though, I'll leave Benny Hinn off my fuck you list because Benny Hinn puts on an awesome show. If you ever get a chance,
it's theatrical.
Just look up YouTube, Benny Hinn, and you're welcome. That's all I got to say.
People.
When he whips out that jacket and starts knocking down the whole crowd,
hitting people and everything.
Shit.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I mean, we've all thought about it.
I assume you do something debaucherous.
I would definitely. I would probably go somewhere for a while.
Definitely.
And
I got $800 million divorce.
I don't know. I mean, I think I would.
I don't mean to tell you what you'd do. You would go to every bar you could, and you'd find everybody's price just to show titties.
Yeah, I would definitely see what people were willing to do for the money.
Really, how are you going to talk?
Because I think
day one, the minute you got it in your account,
right?
That's what you're doing.
Well, because I think you could go up to somebody and go, and they'll be like, "No, I'm not interested." And I'll be like, "Oh, okay, you're not interested in enough, like." So I can just, like, for $800 million, I could just play with the numbers. I could be like, "You're not interested in a brand new car tomorrow."
So you turn into Robert Redford from Indecent and Proposal.
Yep. Yeah, I think you'd have to for a little while.
Like, can I fuck your old lady?
I'm thinking more like gold diggers.
Okay,
I think I would do some of it just on principle, just to see. I wouldn't even want to do it. I'd just see what the price would be. He'd be like, "Okay."
You'd probably get shot.
He'd do it too.
He'd get shot.
He'd do it too. He'd be like, "Hey, girl, let me ask you a question. If I bought you a PlayStation 5, would you show me them titties?"
Right. She'd be like, low and just work.
She'd be like, "Well, I mean, my child does need a PlayStation 5."
I think even if the girl has a dude, even if the girl has a dude, at some point that figure, especially if they know you have the lottery winnings. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it's all, "Oh, I'm going to kick his ass," but then at the end of the day, you're like, "Really? Kick my ass? You're not going to wake up tomorrow a millionaire, and I am. Maybe with an ass whooping, but I'm still going to wake up a multimillionaire. And you're going to wake up wishing that you would have rethought this a little bit longer."
Somebody will shoot you. I will give you about 3 days before somebody shoots you.
I don't think so.
You'd be assassinated.
I don't think so, because I think, kill me, though, for what? For
being an ass?
Yeah, but for insulting. I'm not insulting them. I'm offering them good money.
Okay.
Overpaying, actually.
I mean, he is better than Bill Gates.
Consistently.
I'd say.
At least he's being honest about it up front.
No, by day 3, Scott will reach a point where he's fucking somebody's mama just to prove he could. Right. And that's the type of shit people don't get over.
Can I take your wife out on a date? Just out on a date for $5 million. Can I pick her up from your house and take her out on a date?
$5 million bucks. You don't even have to bring her back.
For the weekend. Can I take her on a date?
Yeah, you wouldn't even
I could have got him at $1 million. I was being generous because Chief's a friend.
That $5 million.
My $5 million's friend price.
But baby, you going on a date tonight? Put on that sexy dress. Oh, and them high heels you don't wear for me? You gonna walk there for them motherfuckers?
I could have got Chief. I could have probably got Chief. Chief's been married a long time. I could probably got Chief for like $250,000. I probably could have got Chief for probably $1,500 and
some scratch offs. $1,500 and some scratch offs.
I'm not lowering my standards by no means.
Waffle House coupon.
Right, Huddle House. I'm in Calhoun.
But everybody has the price. Everybody has the price.
Everybody's.
They do. They really do.
Oh, what was the girl one night? You were sitting out there and she was saying, "Oh, my titties are way too expensive to see that." And literally, her price was like $200, and only Scott could see them. After we walked away, it was $200, and only Scott can see them. And I was like, I don't think Scott.
How did that negotiation work?
I wasn't paying that.
I was like, that. You know what I mean?
I got to interrupt. Y'all brought this up, and I got to tell you a story.
Ooh.
All right.
We talk about
Story time.
money and titties. so there was this point in my life, in my younger years, I took some money out of my retirement, and I took a leave of absence from work. Mm-hmm. I kind of wanted to check out from reality for a while. So I was living off my money and everything. So I was going out one night, and I decided I was going to be a king asshole.
Yeah, just ball. I got money.
Straight balling. So I pulls out a wad, go up into the bar, have a good time and everything, and it starts talking about titties. You're amongst friends. So I turn around and look at a girl that I knew, joking, what would it take, to see them? How much? And she's like, oh, no, giggling. And I'm like, no, I understand. No, seriously, how much? I really want to see them. And she's like, no, I can't do that. Okay, now you've gotten to a point where it's like, hold on. So I pull out the wad. I start laying them on the table.
Yeah.
Hondo, baby. Boom.
Intimidating sound.
I'm used to laying Hondo, baby. Yeah. Back in the day, before marriage.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Marriage and kids, you done away with
that's
all
a
that.
given right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all gone.
And thank you for understanding. So I'm throwing down. I got the 3 down there, and I'm like, damn. So all of her friends are like, oh my God, that's $300. Is that not enough? Bob another one down. That's $400. She's like, Chief, no, man. I'm like, baby, come on. It's just one time. Shit. All you got to do, lift it up. That's it. Let me have my thrill. You get your money, and we're all on. Y'all, this is no joke. Mad props to my girl. She laid down for nothing.
She held out.
Held out.
Dignity. Oh,
I had
dignity is so high.
1,000 sitting on that table in $100 bills. It would have paid off her student loans, what she needed.
Yep.
And she's like, no, Chief. I'm like, here you go. Picked it up, put it away. I said, baby, I respect you. Now, the bad part about that story is, because I understand.
I bet the big girlfriend didn't say that. Big girlfriend said, shit.
Man, they wanted to whip her ass. They was all coming to me. I'll show you my titties. I don't want to see your titties.
There it is.
The bad part was a boy that I know, hanging out in the group. Apparently, they did a little something. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. But they done a little something. And this little rabbit ass went around telling everybody. Oh, bragged his ass off.
No, naturally, that's what they do.
And she came up to me and she goes, Chief, she says, I'm in a bad spot. I said, baby, I realize how you feel. You feel ashamed, you feel hurt, you feel scorned. She goes, yeah. She goes, but now I realize that you were dead serious and you just wanted, that was it.
Yeah, she gave it up and has the same feeling.
Right. Now you feel hurt and dirty and everything. So there's a balance there. You can have that pride, but at the same time, when it's sitting on the table, if it really ain't that harmful.
You know what? I just had a revelation here. What is your price to pull your dick out on command? Now, there's 2 dicks you pull out. You pull your prepared dick out, or you pull your air day out.
You talk about
right.
You don't pull your air day for that.
What's your price for that? Because I don't know if it's...
You don't pull out the air day. You don't do it.
Some gentlemen do.
Hang on a second, man. At this point in time,
we
sitting here, it's every day.
Scott pulls his air day out, but
I don't
you talking about pulling your every day?
I don't see no prep room.
I mean, just flip the script around, and there's a woman, just money at the bar. We talking all this shit like, hey, why don't you show your dick? And she starts throwing out hundreds. What number do you get to before
you press pause?
The number would be.
I think if the chick asked me to do it, did I just do it?
We just do it on command.
Yeah, I mean, if she really wants to see that, why not? Okay. I mean, I just don't think. I mean, because then I can negotiate better. You know what I mean? When I want to see something, I'm in a better.
You've already done it,
right? I'm in a better area of negotiation if I've already given her something for literally nothing.
I feel like you could swap soft more than just go ahead and whip it out for your occasion. You'd be like, all right, girl, I tell you what, you show me them good titties and leave them out while I get mine out. You know what I mean? You could play that
That's
out.
A negotiation.
Slow it down. Yeah, slow it down.
Yeah. Tit for tat.
See what you did there.
Did you call his thing a tic tac?
Hell yeah.
Why you guys got me making fun of me and shit?
I mean, we good to go on that. So we know what we do. We obviously, it sounds like I'm the douchebag that would do horrible stuff.
Well,
with
the fact
lottery.
that you would use your dick as a negotiation tactic kind of proves that men ain't shit.
Yeah.
We try to fight that stereotype, but you just reinforced it right there.
I think I would just make people offers just to see where they would go. Like the time we talked about cutting off digits. Like how many digits would you cut off? If I said I give you $100,000 for every digit you cut off of your body, how many digits would you cut off?
Wait, you talking knuckles or whole fingers?
Fingers or toes?
Whole finger.
Oh, the whole thing.
Oh, you could do. I didn't even know you could do toes.
Yeah, you could do toes.
I'm $400,000 in right off the bat. Pinkies and baby toes gone.
You realize that you need your pinky toes, right?
I would do you had
Stability.
none.
That's a stability thing.
I would do you had
I'll be
none.
all right.
I would
I'd have
do you
enough
had
money
none.
to get prosthetics.
Yeah.
You just put a piece of metal in your shoe. That way you just walk.
Counterbalance.
Counterbalance.
Ross likes
I got
money. How many
$400,000.
digits, Ross? Not one digit.
I wouldn't do it because on the backside, I can always make more money.
Yeah,
I
but wouldn't
can't
you
regrow
feel
my
bad
digits.
if the next week you had an accident and lost a digit anyway and didn't get no money?
Could have made money off that.
Yeah, you could have made money off of it.
That's so illogical that I'm not worried
Yeah,
about
but
it.
you're not interested in the $100,000.
That'd just be serious
$5
irony.
million a digit.
Maybe.
Oh.
See,
That's
so
a very-
you're not
but it's-
interested. You're just
It was
holding
just a
out for the
Honda.
bigger
Well, it was a
payday.
Honda. You know, I mean, it's gotta be enough. Well, for me, you know me, it's gotta be enough for me to think twice about it.
Yeah, because you're gonna be that dude now running around with missing a finger, and it's not like cut off at a knuckle. It's cut off at the bottom, like that.
Well,
it's just gone.
calling
Like,
it
Well,
Never.
you also
Yeah.
would have to think about. Don't take a pinky toe. Take your ring toe.
Right.
What is that for?
that's
Pinky
your
stability.
head none. That's your head
Why?
none.
Why do I think the ring toe would hurt more?
It probably would, but also at the same time, what do you use it for? Pinky toe
Wait.
stability.
Have we discovered? Are we just snapping it off? Or are we using like a?
No, I would hire a
cutter?
surgeon to take
Oh, that's
it
what I'm
off.
saying. So we surgically getting off?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh, that's much different.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
cauterize
I'm
the
not
wound and
brutal.
Yeah, we talking like laser with cauterizer?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about getting a pair, like line wires and,
Nah,
taking
bro,
that
we
bitch
ain't-
off.
No, if you want to do that,
You
I'll
watch the
go
Die Hard
500.
movies again, bro?
If you want to do one like that, I'll go 500,000 a digit.
No.
Oh, I was in for $100,000 a digit. Shit.
And you were going to just snip it off? Oh, I could.
No,
No,
you nasty.
I couldn't
You
let you.
nasty.
I couldn't let you do.
You
I
nasty
couldn't
for
let
that,
you-
Berlin.
Well, I mean,
couldn't let
clean
you do-
ones. I'm not going to get some out my damn garage or anything.
I couldn't
you
let you
nasty
do
for
that for merely 400,000, Berlin. I think that would be at least $1 million.
I'm still in.
Okay, with your own.
I'll say double it.
Yeah.
That's at least 800. So $1 million's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be a meal too. If he was
Four
willing to
fingers,
do
four
it
toes.
himself, you do it yourself.
That's what I thought it was.
Oh, we're talking self-mutilation.
How would you
everything,
cut
the
through
whole
the?
bit.
How would you
Damn.
cut through the bone? You get like the
That's what I'm saying.
ratchet.
It's them big
steps.
line wires, or you just
Oh yeah.
then it comes off.
That's how they do it in
But
the
we
movies,
need
right?
to have some kind of
Exactly.
surgeon on, like a EMT on,
No,
standby.
I think just
all you
use
have
a
to-
laser and
look,
cut
you
it.
Just,
Cauterize
you
it at
just
once.
take it, you cut it straight off, and you get a hot iron. You
I
cauterize
don't think
it.
I could do that to.
Berlin's already chopped his
I'm
toe
about to
off.
say,
He cauterized it for
It
him.
already hurts. So
Yeah.
what's going to do? Hurt more?
That's
you
true.
Just cut that shit off.
So Ross is in at $5 million, but I
maybe.
know he'd be in at $1 million.
It had
if
to
it
be.
came down
It had
to
to be some surgery stuff too.
Yeah.
real
So
surgery.
you would do
I wouldn't be able to self mutilate.
$1 million a digit if I did it surgically.
Yeah, I might be in
How
for
many
about
digits?
2 mil. Then I might could
Okay,
do 2.
two numbers. Okay.
I might could do 2. I might.
How
do
about
like,
you, Chief?
Man, I'm happy with all the digits I came in the world with.
Okay.
For a mil? For
Man,
a
I
mil a
just-
digit.
No,
$1 million a digit.
Roz,
$5 million a
y'all-
digit. $5 million a digit.
Look, man, this is the only body I got, and I done destroyed the shit out of it already. If this thing ever makes it to the pearly gates, Jesus is going to look at me and go, send that man to hell for what he did to my body.
$10 million a digit.
It's a pearly gate.
Alright,
No,
now-
just
now-
think about
now
that.
you kinda
And
got me.
they'll put you under, take your toe, they'll lop it off, they'll sew
Yeah.
it back up, and then
Oh,
you
so
won't
I
even
can
feel
be
nothing.
asleep
Yeah,
when all
you'll
this
be
happens.
sedated, too.
Got AC/DC playing in my head and
Yeah.
shit. Little
Yeah, but
doctor.
I'm going to go
Just
down.
wake
If you're
up,
going to do
wake
it
up,
that way,
wake up without a toe.
if you're
on
going that way,
He
I got to
woke
lower the
up
price a little bit. Because I mean,
without his
Berlin is snipping
middle
4 of his
toe.
off for $1 million with a.
Yeah, I was
with a-
ready to go straight saw on you.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
a
no,
pair
so
of
I was.
It's nasty.
pruning
Nasty.
scissors.
I'm not into that.
I'm a delicate flower.
But you do have a price at some point, though. You would do
Yes,
it.
yes.
We all
Ultimately,
do.
there would be a price. Yes.
Dude, I'll cut off my foot.
I
for
don't
$10
know what
million.
that price is because I've never been faced with that. But
It's very hypothetical.
right.
Let me win a lottery
As
then.
soon as somebody hits a lottery, y'all. if
Back to
somebody
the
hits a
lottery. That's
I'm
the type of
running-
shit you do. Have people cutting off digits.
I mean, you know, I just think it's something to think about when you're doing that. You know, something to think about for sure.
And you know, the bad part is we talk about this 800-something million. The only thing I've been thinking about, what I do with it is like, damn, I could buy a new truck. I could buy me a new dirt bike. I know, see, and I can buy a boat.
I can buy me a truck.
Yep.
I can buy me a boat. Well, I don't know the rest of the song.
No, I can buy me a boat. And
Buy
then
you a
buy
boat.
you a truck.
I
to
can
pull
buy
it.
me a boat.
Fabian, Sebastian.
You're a big fat man. I'm a titty fan.
Show your titties. He'll look at them. He looks at all titties. Let's be real.
Dang it. Here we are, 30 minutes in. I guess what we'll do is take us a little break.
All right, we're going to take a break.
And then come back into it and go right to, I think we're going to talk about one of Tender Shelby's topics.
Ooh.
We're going to bring her in, and we got a special treat for y'all. And maybe, I mean, I was wanting to do this, but I don't think we're going to get the girl to come in here and do the
Actual titty dip.
actual titty dip. But we had a good song
I'll
to
dip my
do it
titty.
in. Really? Because we could do...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's what we
It's
were
pierced,
thinking
too,
about.
for those
That's
that
what
are
we were
iron
thinking
deficient.
about. But we'll be right back, y'all. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Give us about 5-6 minutes, and we'll be back to talk to Tender Shelby about a sensitive subject that she has on her mind.
Stick around. You're listening to Swamper Talk Live with Josh, Scott, Ross, and Berlin. A lot more show left, everybody, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment.
Ooh, I'm going to tell Mama you was at the Brass Monkey. Go ahead, because that's the only place to be on a weekday or the weekend night is at the Brass Monkey. Go check them out. They're right there off the Zio Street, right beside 519. They got that place hopping, y'all, just like back in the day. The Brass Monkey. Take your cares away. So go have yourself a drink and a good time at the Brass Monkey. Hey, Twin Cities, are you looking for a great place to hang out with your family or friends? Why not check out Enoch's Irish Pub and Grill? They've been in business for over 41 years and have some of the best drink specials and food in town. So go check them out. Tell them we sent you, and you will not leave upset. Enoch's Irish Pub and Grill, right there in Monroe, Louisiana. Hey friends, are you tired every time you try to take a number 2 and you still just don't feel relieved like everything got out? Well, do we have a product for you? I'm a user of it myself. It's called the Squatty Potty. What the Squatty Potty does is put your body in the natural squatting position, ergonomically designed for you to take the perfect poop. It works. I'm a believer myself. I've used Squatty Potty for over 3 years. And let me tell you, you'll notice the difference. Truly. If you're looking to get a Squatty Potty, you can go online to squattypotty.com and order you one. They come in fully assembled. All you do is place it under the base of your toilet and you're ready to go. Your friends and family won't even notice it's there. And if they do, they'll probably want one for their own. So go check out Squatty Potty. It's the only way to get a fully ergonomically designed, healthy, full release poop.
September winds are blowing back here again. I know we'll make it, baby. When will this It's cold in this house. Every word is frosted air. I'm treading lightly, 'cause I don't wanna fall. Carefully stepping past the cracks in the floor. I can feel the chill. It builds with every word unsaid. And I long for the heat from the sun. And I'm wanting to run, baby, run, baby, run. Hear me say this, babe, one last time. Words have just become wasted time, and I know we're saying them all over again. And there's a wall we're building up again. We tear it down and we just build it up again. And I know it's gonna kill us, but I don't know when. And I long for the heat from the sun. I'm wanting to run, baby, run, baby, run. 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 September winds are blowing back here again. And I know we'll make it, babe, but when will this winter end? It's cold in this house, and every word is frosted air. And I long for the heat from the sun. Then I'm wanting to run, baby, run, baby, run. Run, baby, run, baby, run. To run, baby, run, baby, run. To run, baby, run, baby, run.
I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. Girl, there's a lot of time get by, but we always find a way. I break my back to make ends meet, 10 long hours sitting on my feet. Not a whole lot left at the end of every day, never knowing what'll break down next. But something always will, and I'm tired of giving my whole check just to barely pay the bills. I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. 'Cause when you wrap me up, little mama, I know we're gonna make it through. And we can worry about it all night if you wanna, but what good's it gonna do? I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. Now and then we have those days where we could both just walk away, say the hell with what we've done. But you're the one thing I can never leave, and ain't another woman that could handle me. And I don't mind the fighting, 'cause making up is fun. So anytime we disagree, there ain't no need to cry. We can take it to the sheets where we both see eye to eye. I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. 'Cause when you wrap me up, little mama, I know we're gonna make it through. And we can worry about it all night if you wanna, but what good's it gonna do? I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. Well, all we've got is each other, baby, so take it all off and let's go crazy. We both know just what I wanna do. Honey, but I'ma be holding you. 'Cause when you wrap me up, little mama, I know we're gonna make it through. And we can worry about it all night if you wanna, but what good's it gonna do? I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding. I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, I'ma be holding you. 'Cause when you wrap me up, little mama, I know we're gonna make it through. And we can worry about it all night if you wanna, but what good's it gonna do? I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. Oh, I'ma be holding you.
Hey, Twin Cities, are you looking to have a good time tonight? Why not go check out the Junkyard Bar? They're right there in Monroe, Louisiana, right off Desert Street, just behind Two Dudes Barbecue, with live karaoke every Wednesday and Thursday night and live bands on the weekends. Go check them out. You're sure to have a good time. Remember the Junkyard Bar.
Stick around. You're listening to Swamper Talk Live with Josh, Scott, Ross, and Berlin. A lot more show left, everybody, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment.
Ooh, I'm going to tell Mama you was at the Brass Monkey. Go ahead, because that's the only place to be on a weekday or the weekend night is at the Brass Monkey. Go check them out. They're right there off Desert Street, right beside 519. They got that place hopping, y'all, just like back in the day. The Brass Monkey. Take your cares away. So go have yourself a drink and a good time at the Brass Monkey. Hey, Twin Cities, are you looking for a great place to hang out with your family or friends? Why not check out Enoch's Irish Pub and Grill? They've been in business for over 41 years and have some of the best drink specials and food in town. So go check them out. Tell them we sent you, and you will not leave upset. Enoch's Irish Pub and Grill, right there in Monroe, Louisiana. Hey friends, are you tired every time you try to take a number 2 and you still just don't feel relieved like everything got out? Well, do we have a product for you? I'm a user of it myself. It's called the Squatty Potty. What the Squatty Potty does is put your body in a natural squatting position, ergonomically designed for you to take the perfect poop. It works. I'm a believer myself. I've used Squatty Potty for over 3 years. And let me tell you, you'll notice the difference. Truly. If you're looking to get a Squatty Potty, you can go online to squattypotty.com and order you one. They come in fully assembled. All you do is place it under the base of your toilet and you're ready to go. Your friends and family won't even notice it's there. And if they do, they'll probably want one for their own. So go check out Squatty Potty. It's the only way to get a fully ergonomically designed, healthy, full release poop. All right, y'all heard that. Squatty Potty is the way to do it. That is the way to do it, is with the Squatty Potty. So we all know that's a good time. Again, we got Joshua Danger, Buck Nasty Colson back in. Are you in?
Whoa, dead Mike.
Buck Nasty Colson. Uh-oh, his mic's dead again? How'd that happen?
Well, I don't think it's the mic. I think it is. Hold on, Colson.
The Colson? Am I dead inside?
Try it now.
Damn.
You don't hear it?
I didn't even try it, but
Let's see. Try it again.
I'm still trying.
Man, it is that, I guess it's when I try to split it. You see, I've been splitting it.
Can you hear
So
Shelby? You try yours.
Hold on, Shelby.
We have nobody. We're gonna go ahead and tell you right now. We silenced you
All
because
right.
we didn't want to. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see. Is that little mic over there working too, Shelby?
The camera on home.
Yeah.
I got it flipped on.
I can hear
this.
distant.
Oh, whoops!
I can
That's
hear
what it
y'all's
is.
mic
Okay.
picking up me.
Yeah, we're good. We're
I
great.
liked it.
Can,
liked
I
the
can hear me
whoops.
now.
Hey, good to know. Good to know.
Look at that.
If you
Can I hear
Good to
you?
know.
now.
Marco. All
Right?
right, cool.
So now we know
Hello.
that when you split the signal, the mics have to be on. And then when your mic cuts on, your mic
That's the intricate part of
Who
it.
would
The
have
mic's
guessed
being
that
on.
the mics have to be on for it to work?
Yeah, the mics have to be
Bitch,
on for
really?
it to work.
Common mistake. Simple error.
Common, simple.
Never had that issue before, but I mean,
Simple little
I've never
mistake.
forgotten to turn the mic on.
Simple little mistake.
Never had
that
to.
happens.
Never had to
And,
remember.
You know, it happens. So
That's
Shelby,
okay. We're good.
if we remember, had
Ooh.
what were you wanting to talk about, Tender Shelby? Seeing that you're
Yeah,
not,
girl, what you got?
You're not going to put anything in the salsa, right?
No.
Okay.
Was it taboo subject?
I'm
You
going to
said
put
we
the
already covered
salsa
that.
in me.
Whoa, that's
Whoa.
even weirder now. I'm excited.
Oh,
Not
How's
as
that gonna
excited as
go?
I am, buddy.
So now you
Gonna pop off a piece of my dick.
not tonight.
and that's how we get banned.
Oh,
Oh,
tonight?
man,
Yeah.
it's such a good show. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, tonight. La 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 tonight.
Okay.
See you in a few
Well,
weeks.
Maybe not
We
Tonight.
go to
tonight.
Facebook jail.
Yeah.
Tonight. What are you talking
Maybe
about?
not
Not Facebook.
tonight.
I was singing to that.
20 seconds.
It's perfectly okay.
Yes,
I think we're
today.
good. So Tender Shelby had a topic, and we don't want to make light of it, I guess, because it is.
Are we on the taboo now? Like
It
things
is
that
a sensitive.
everyone thinks about knowing addresses. Is that what taboo is? Can someone
Right.
explain to
That's
me
how
what
taboo
taboo
works.
is?
The taboo topics.
What is the definition of taboo?
There are things that people. It makes people uncomfortable to talk about it, and there's a social stigma to the topic at hand.
Really?
Yeah.
So, okay. So
that's what makes
that's-
it taboo. It's a social stigma that people have just ingrained in society.
Like in
And
America,
so,
we don't just look at each other's dicks for fun.
Yeah.
That's
Whoa.
what they do in Mexico and everywhere else. Honestly, they just like grab dicks. They
right.
say, "Oh,
What's wrong-
grab
what's
your
wrong
dick." It's
with
funny.
them?
It's a
That's
funny thing.
weird.
It's weird here because what are we in the Bible Belt?
Yeah, but I mean, up north, they don't just grab each other's dicks up
Oh,
there.
bro, they play hockey. That's totally dick grabbing, but at the most violent level, like UFC.
That's true.
A lot of dick grabbing.
No, there's
if
not
you
dick
really,
grabbing.
if you
It's
really want to be
ingrained
open
in
about it,
culture
just
of
join
everything.
the military.
But dick grabbing, it's the thing. You just don't grab dicks around here.
So that's taboo.
Hashtag
Dick
me
grabbing.
too.
Yeah, dick grabbing.
It's pound
Here,
me too.
whereas somewhere else it's
Pound
like
me
meet
too.
your neighbor.
Pound.
Pound me too.
Scott.
That's
Pound me too. It's pound me too.
It's the pound
See
sign.
what
Pound,
you did there.
pound me too.
Pound me
That's-
too.
That's what it is. Pound
See
me
what you
too.
did there.
So you had some sensitive
freeing the
subjects.
nipple. Taboo.
What's that?
Free the nipple.
Oh.
Like you can show dudes' nipples on TV. You can't show chicks' nipples on TVs.
Does that qualify as taboo?
It's weird.
It
We're
is
talking
weird.
about it. Somebody
It's a
jerking off
double
to it.
standard for sure.
Anyway, back to Shelby.
Well, we're just getting back to Shelby and her
I just had
sensitive.
to.
All right,
Oh,
Shelby,
give
you
us
tell us
something.
what. No, I got it. Shelby, you tell us what is the most taboo subject in your opinion. What do people have the hardest time talking about?
Well, it's either, I mean, it's got to be mental health for sure.
You think?
Oh my God, absolutely.
Oh.
Because if you can't see it, it doesn't exist.
I don't like
If
to.
you can see it, that could qualify you for mental health.
How many times have you ever said?
I mean,
This got deep.
he
real
or
quick.
she is crazy.
You're seeing it.
This
Bro,
got deep.
Are you
I thought we
kidding
were,
me?
I thought we were going to go with like relationship type taboos. I didn't realize
Yeah.
this is
Well, it
this
is
is
real
real
Let's
taboos.
taboos.
delve,
I gotcha.
delve deeper.
No, to
It's a little
Shelby's
deeper.
point,
I gotcha.
I don't mean to speak for all black people. I always have to put that disclaimer out there, but mental health amongst black folks, we don't do that shit. We just kind of label it as crazy and kind of shoo it away.
Right.
And you grow up thinking, like, if something's off about you, you better not tell nobody because you
Right.
get categorized.
You're
like,
going to be judged.
Yeah, he's off, as we
Yeah,
put, like,
absolutely.
you know, he's just off. So, yeah, I understand it being a taboo subject because just from personal experience in the black community, if something's wrong with you, hell, even if you have, like, something, it's hard. We deny a lot of mental health stuff. That's all.
Yeah.
That's how I put it.
A lot
So,
of people do. I mean, I did it once a couple of years ago. I'll just open up with this. I was in a weird place in my life, and I went to the doctor because I had a week where I went to the gym, and I was at this point I'm a very regular gym person, and so but this week it just was weird. I went to the gym. I had started working out probably 20 minutes in on the elliptical. Boom, I'm ready to pass out. My heart is palpitating. I'm sweaty. I'm jittery. I feel like I'm going to pass out at any moment. Like, I even went and got the person working. I was like, I don't feel good. Like, just be prepared. But I thought maybe it was my, like, blood sugar levels. Well, then, literally, the end of the week, so that happened on, like, a Monday, so let's say Friday or Saturday, the same thing happens again. And I was like, and like I said, 10, 20 minutes into the workout, barely in it. And I remember the second time was I was starting my lifting workout. And same thing, jittery, palpitation, sweating, I just felt god awful.
Clear and concise, no matter where you are.
What are you doing over there?
And
Just
so,
looking around.
you
They're
know,
just looking around.
and I was like, this is not right. Like, I am a very healthy individual. I got to go to the doctor. So I get ready to go to the doctor, and then before I went, I stopped by my chiropractor, told her about it. She checks my blood pressure. It's like 180 over 60 or something. Stage 2 hypertension levels.
Jeez
okay.
Christ.
And so I go to the doctor. They check my blood pressure. They're like, oh, yeah, it's freaking skyrocketed. What's going on? So I talked to my doctor, and I knew him very well because he is my mother's family practitioner. And we talk and we talk and we talk. And he's like, well, I think you have anxiety. I was like, what? No, I do not know. No, I read psychology. I don't have anxiety. Completely in denial, you know. And he's like, okay, well, what's going on in your life? And so I ended up just like spilling the beans. You know, my relationship was just in a really shitty position. I had a lot of stress of school. I had just lost my aunt to suicide, ironically. And so I was going through this weird phase in life, and I definitely think I was going through a bout of depression, trying to deal with all of those things. And so when I finally went to the doctor, I was in denial. I I didn't want to take a benzo because I know that your body basically becomes dependent on it. And I was like, no, I don't want it. But I was so miserable, and I knew I wasn't myself at the same time because I'd started isolating myself from people. I couldn't talk to people, and so finally...
You had shit going on that it finally got to the point where it manifested physically.
Yes,
so you kind of backtrack like, oh, I have been in a bad spot. Like you just realize because now physically you kind of off.
Yeah, physically. Okay. It started to affect me physically, and I didn't realize that mental stresses would manifest themselves in that way. And I did some research on it later and figured it out.
What were your symptoms?
Well, the high blood pressure, and my blood pressure was high all the time. I got to a point where I was constantly fatigued, had no energy.
Sweaty hands?
No, not really. But
that's just you.
I'm just asking.
Yeah. Palm sweaty, mom spaghetti,
One opportunity.
There it is.
You were just waiting on that?
He was.
One moment.
His setups are so weak.
Just let it
I
slip.
had to do it. Okay, I'm sorry.
His
Shelby.
palms
Go
are
ahead.
sweaty. His knees weak.
That's what he's.
I just
getting
mean it's what I'm basically
I
what I'm
you
getting
said you
at.
had sweaty palms earlier. That's why
No,
I went totally in there.
He was setting himself up.
Okay.
At the gym.
Doug did
Okay,
a bad job.
I'm sorry we didn't get to that point for you sooner. Anyways, basically what I was trying to say is even for someone like me who had never experienced any kind of mental health issue, that was still something hard to grasp. But I tell you what, once I reached out for help and I got on medication and I was made aware of, hey, these are probably your life situations that are making you feel like this, especially once the medication set in, it took about 2 weeks and then I actually felt like myself again. However, I'm no longer on that medication. It was just an anti-anxiety. I did wean myself off of it about 2 years later.
Would you like to hear the flip side of your story?
I would.
Me, I go to the doctor. My blood pressure fluctuates. It'll be normal some visits. It'll be sky high other visits. My doctor once asked me about anxiety, and I was like, yeah, I think at the time I had about 15 grandkids, bunch of kids needing money and all this stuff. He's like, oh, all right. He writes me a prescription for a diuretic and all that. Basically, in so many words, he didn't even ask me about my diet or anything. He just looked at me, summed me up, said, oh, that's probably your diet. You probably got high blood pressure just because in so many words, you're black. We've been doing this back and forth for a few years. He's never once offered me any type of medication because he thinks it's anxiety or anything.
Yeah,
it's
you
just,
probably need to be on anxiety.
Just basically, I have a bad diet for like however many months that I come back and I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But it still must be me physically, not me mentally.
Yeah.
And as some fries and shit show up naturally.
Yeah.
But that's
Eat
kind of
them
the flip side of
French
your story.
fries.
Like
Fried
the
food.
thought of it being something that deal with anxiety or depression. At the same time, my wife was fucking everybody but me, and that was kind of a problem.
Oh, that wasn't Tisha.
That's taboo,
No,
bro.
oh,
That
my
is
wife
so
at the
taboo.
time.
Oh, Lord.
It's
But my
not
point
Tisha.
being is, I even
That's
told him I
taboo.
was going through
Heart
that.
attack.
Still, just
Right,
must
but
be
he never thought to be like, you know what, let's actually look at the mental aspects of this and how it's affecting him.
Not a single fucking time.
Yeah. So, I mean, and there are like situational types of anxiety and depression, but there's also the chronic anxiety and depression as well. However, it's still equally as important to make sure that both sections are treated and understood because, you think about it, someone dies. It doesn't matter how they died. You have a chance of going through a depression. It's basically a grieving depression, but
What you talking about? The mental and physical link. Guys who get older, you guys might want to listen to this. As you get closer to 50 and your testosterone drops, there's depression that goes with that shit.
Oh, sure is.
You don't really realize it's depression because you don't feel it. Easy, Scott. We're having a break.
Scott's feeling it hard.
No.
Scott's still got a few months.
He forgot.
It's like
He's getting
you
close.
realize you're getting to the point where you're not what you once was or whatever
You
like
peaked.
that.
You're on the way down now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Man,
And it
as
kind of
good
fucks
as
with
it
you in a
once
way that you don't tell anybody about, and we all get over it and accept it in our own way.
Not just anybody.
I'm sorry.
It's
why they
real
have those
though. You need a little
hashtags
help.
like
I was
every
just pointing
day's
out
a
the mental
peak.
physical link
Yeah.
to it.
Well, and there's the thing too is, like I said,
Harder
if you
every
can't
day.
see it, it doesn't exist. And so you've got the group of individuals who have just never dealt with it before, or really are just completely unaware that they've even experienced some form of anxiety or depression. And they look at it as, well, why can't you just be happier? Why can't you just exercise and change your diet or switch your job or break up or get the divorce? Like, people look at it as if mental health is a black and white situation. It's not.
Well,
Colson.
watch out now.
I have a sports analogy to put in here before I forget it.
Do it.
Because that sounded a lot like my coach back in high school. When you're in a slump.
Oh, sorry, wrong moment. Wrong moment. I'm sorry.
When you're in a slump in like baseball, like you're fucking killing it all year, and then just like fuck, you can't hit a toss up.
That's when you go pound a fatty, right? That's what
Whoa.
they do.
And there's
That
always,
is what they
there's-
say.
Yeah, there's always a
slump buster.
cure to the slump. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck,
he is.
you lost me.
God, a big girl.
Oh shit!
Son of a bitch.
When you're in a slump,
So,
You're
slump,
coach.
depression,
You're in a slump.
anxiety, and
You've been-
all that
you've
stuff
been killing
sets
it.
in.
You've been
And
killing
you're
it
like,
all year.
yeah, but then like, and you're freaking out about like, now that I'm failing, I was just kicking ass, and it kind of gets to you,
Mm-hmm.
and so you fail even fucking harder, and you just don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, once
so
your brain
the
gets
coach
into
says, change something, change anything, and go with it. And if it doesn't work, try something different.
Yeah.
And if that didn't work, you try something different. You will get out of that slump if you try enough different ways to tune, and you'll figure out what's back there in the back of your mind making you do the wrong thing, go against your instincts of what you know and how you know to slap
basically, he's saying,
You
dump
gotta
your
dig
girlfriend,
deep.
fight your daddy,
Right,
do
yeah,
something.
something.
Yeah,
it. Like shit, something.
Got to adapt and overcome.
It's
But
the movie Signs.
So that's kind of what I was taught in high school when I didn't know how to deal with my emotions and shit. But it was being in a slump. It wasn't anxiety and depression.
that's what
chronic
depression
and
was
shit.
called, a slump.
Like I was always anxious in school because I was a nerdy ass kid. Somebody gonna come whoop my ass. I'm tall when something's gonna happen. And then depression. I'm so tall and uncoordinated, and I can't do anything fucking right. I did judge some dairy cattle right, so I know my titties. Always have, always will.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm saying, state champion.
Well-
only time ever on that team.
and we want to take this opportunity as well to reach out to people that might be listening that might have a comment on this. You can call
bring
in
it,
and give us your input.
That's right.
318-307-3969.
Yeah, please. Has anybody told you that you're less because of your mental health problem? Has anybody
Wait,
have you
are
had
talking to me?
issues? No,
I feel like you're talking to me
people-
directly.
That's part of the
No,
commercial,
people.
right?
Oh, we
Part of the
already know
commercial.
Scott's got mental issues.
Part
Okay,
of the
we don't
merch.
need to
She's
address
cutting
that on
a
the
promo.
show.
She's cutting
You
a
know,
promo.
when it comes to mental health, there's this thing I always wondered. We all know the term "don't stick your dick in crazy." We all have our impressions of what crazy was once upon a time. But have you ever looked back and think that wasn't just what I call crazy? That was a person that had a real fucking problem, and I didn't know the signs of it.
Or even the other side. I thought that was crazy. That was kind of normal.
Exactly.
If
Like,
I think about it.
Just when you flash back on something that you once upon
That's
a time
how
thought
I
was
acted
crazy.
on another situation. So, it's just what people do in that situation.
Well,
But whenever it comes to mental health, that's the thing I think about. Like, what
But that's why
experience
it's
have I
taboo.
had?
You don't talk about it.
Oh, it just
You
brings
just
back
keep
full
rolling.
circle.
Yeah.
Well,
There we
let
go.
me just say this: if
History repeats itself until you change it, right?
Bingo.
If you feel,
True.
if you're a listener or anybody in this room or even at Enoch's, if you feel like you just don't have someone to talk to, or let's just be real about it, healthcare insurance, they don't care about mental health workers. They don't care about that. Unless you have a physical ailment, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be spending bukus out of pocket
If
to
it's
get
not easily
to.
billable.
Yeah, so
Always.
but just remember that there are hotlines out there that you can call. There are people who care. Lord knows with my job, I have.
Hotlines like
we'll post.
There's crisis hotlines.
We'll post Tender Shelby's personal number as well.
No,
at the
you're
end of the
not.
I'll tell you her
Yeah.
number
We
right
want you-
now.
we want-
If you need it, 211.
211. That's their personal number right now.
Like, I mean, really, Lord knows I have talked some people off a cliff.
She really has.
But
I told her it was
a
coming,
lot
the
of
next
people,
day
if they
did.
call 211, they're not going to get to talk to you directly, though, right?
Oh no.
Well, honestly, if
we want to cater to those people that
when
wanna
you're working, when you're working, you can see the available list of other employees who are also on the clock working. And so a lot of times, like, I have had people call in, and they'll say, hey, I was just on the phone with this representative, but our call got disconnected, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, did you get their name? And they're like, oh, well, it's either yes or no. And so if it's a no, I'm like, okay, well, here, how can I help you? If it's a yes, I get their name, and I'll transfer them back to that agent.
Could they hashtag Tender Shelby?
No, we don't have hashtags.
I mean, if they ask for Tender Shelby, obviously...
Well,
the question is, are you the only Shelby?
Well, there's hundreds of callers, though,
Shelby.
right? I mean, hundreds of workers in this, right? Because it's the whole state.
Okay, well...
Underfunded assistance.
Right.
Well,
to the underfunded.
So it is the whole state.
System
However, so it's the whole state, but...
So we're second-hand to the state.
Lafayette and New Orleans have their own 211 system because they're more highly populated areas. So, like, if someone every now and then someone slips through the crack for those locations, and I just transfer them back over to that region.
So, if you want to support 211 with your financial contribution, you can send that through Venmo to Swamper Talk Live, and we will be sure to get them 5% of whatever you send over there to them.
Visit United Way. Visit UnitedWay.org if you want to do donations.
Am I going to get a Crown Royal blanket for my donation?
Yeah.
United Way is a non-profit organization, so yes, I do get paid, but
we're not going to profit either when they send it to us. We're going to spend
it's
it
all about
of it.
helping each other, though.
So we're not going to profit from it. We're going to spend it all.
We're going to spend it all on Tender Shelby. That way, it's for her.
my own mental health with work.
Yeah, we call it shots.
Shot. Oh.
Well, I will say
Everybody.
this. Berlin asked me a good question the other day because I'm working on my master's degree, so I am on my way to becoming a mental health professional.
I thought you were going to say patient. I mean,
Hey, therapists need therapists too.
Guys, y'all knew me before this, so if anything happens, I start acting weird. Just probably spoon in the cup thing.
Stop.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I'm about to go to that dark place.
Get out.
You're going to the deep place.
No,
we don't have the rights for that title.
But Berlin asked me, he was like, trying to be a mental health professional, things like that. And he was like, what happens when you're in an environment, and this could be really any environment. It could be at the hospital. It could be at your clinic's office. It could be at DCFS of Monroe. What happens when someone is trying to scam you, while you're trying to, provide services to help them.
And they're trying to get over on you.
Yeah. And so my answer was, for one, you got to be in the job because you enjoy it. Okay. Two, you have to have knowledge, because if you don't have knowledge of, for one, all of the different theories, all of the different processes, just an understanding of the social work profession in general, then yeah. But two, you also have to be aware of different, we talked about different diagnoses and things like that. So if you're actually not knowledgeable about certain diagnoses, then you might not know that someone's going to scam you. They might be claiming that they're a bipolar manic, but they're actually not. Or they might claim that they're going through depression, but they're really not. Or
it's not hard to look up the symptoms, and if there's something they can claim Social Security for, then it becomes kind of a battle of wills.
Right.
Like, I'm going to act.
They work in that angle.
Exactly. And there's people like that
back in
do
the
it.
day when
they do, absolutely.
The parents still do it. Like, they would kind of try to convince the system that the kid was kind of throwed off so they can get them a check.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was doing that all the time.
You know how there's the whole show.
I think my mama still gets a check from me.
Because emergency is 911. Obviously, here 911 is the first time we learned as a kid, and they have had enough 911 calls and situations to make how many different TV series and seasons is out of?
Bruh.
What if there was one called 211? or even 411? Like,
it could
would it be like the office
or
information? Like community,
That's if you just want information, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't know which number them to fucking dial, like you call.
Where can I buy the good drugs?
Right, yeah. Yeah, you end up, and then speed dial, with the first cordless phones and shit. Right. It's like press talking 2, and it just goes to whatever the fuck's programmed, but nobody really knew how to program those motherfuckers.
Oh, hell no.
So I'd always get calls from my granny, and she'd be like, oh, shoot. Well, how you doing? I was trying to call you Aunt Kathy. Like, well, how you know which one you're even dialing?
My mother and my
If you
aunt,
needed help, shit, what do you need? Are you okay?
My mother and aunt were so tight back in the day. My mother especially. She used to do the old, when we would go to my aunt's in Alexandria and we would get back home, rather than just calling my aunt, she would call her collect. And that was their signal when my aunt denied the charges.
Like being in jail.
She denied the charges, and then that would let her know that we made it home.
Yeah,
like,
Bob, we out of baby eats a boy.
It's like, is that really like? Would that save you $1? 50 cents?
It did.
Like,
It really did, though.
Are we that up against it that we got to
Man
sit
always
here and
told
steal?
me, if anything happens, call me collect, and I'll know it's you. And I'm like, all right,
That's what they did.
That's how many bill collectors are calling. Now I get it now. I'm like, I have so many numbers I don't know calling me that I ignore because they're fucking bill collectors. But like, if you happen to be one of them calling me 1-800-COLLECT, I'll know it's you.
Right.
Because I don't have caller ID, so I had to listen. Oh, hey, we're here. Can need to speak to the owner of the household, and they call them by their whole last name. It's like, oh no, hang up that one.
Well, isn't it true though that in alcohol, like that's kind of like a depressant in itself, is it not?
Oh, that's totally
Alcohol is a
You're out there
depressant.
dressing,
It is.
out there drinking and all that.
It is.
Doing,
I don't know. I will say though, there's been times where it made me feel less depressed.
what were you doing? You was doing alcohol? You was doing shots?
I was sitting in my
Were you doing
room.
marijuana?
I was sitting in my room downing
I
a
had
bottle
one
of wine
marijuana.
while I listened to sad songs and cried myself to sleep.
She was Jello wrestling at this club one time. It was Lemon Drop special.
I walk in the club, all eyes on me.
That's all we can do. I'm sorry.
Do
That's not
you
right.
gentlemen have any questions for me?
Well, I need to round this one up. Where I was going earlier was the whole different 911, 411, 211.
Right.
When you're in an emergency, you may dial the wrong one, and you may come across a 211 instead of a 911.
Right.
Like, so they're all on every end frontline workers that coach each other through helping in times of need.
Right. I tend to mask all of my issues with humor, and you notice I'm humorous a lot. Right.
Yeah, Scott's pretty fucked
Yeah,
up.
a little
We
time on
always
the
know
couch. A little time on the couch to do some good, buddy.
Scott,
Daddy left my mama.
Scott,
Yeah, but that's
do
where they get you. You feel
do
so
you
good
need to
after
come
opening up
over
the first
and
time.
you can lay
Yes.
on my Chase Lounge and
Remember,
I'll
never
put on
sleep
some
with your
Zen
Say your
therapist.
music
chest?
for you? I said my Chase.
Oh, I thought you said your chest.
Yeah, you wish.
Never
buddy.
sleep with your therapist.
I'm good now.
Terrible idea.
But Junie Balloon can offer amazing comfort.
Never
Who?
sleep
Judy
with
Blunt?
your therapist. It's a
Blue
terrible
who? Who
idea.
did she blow? Blue who? Who did she blow? She blew you?
In other news, I'm looking for a therapist.
I said Judy Bloom as
Oh.
the book writer.
I thought you said Judy blew who?
I said Junie Balloon.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who did Judy blow?
It just went from
Jesus
wow.
Christ.
What is the game where you
Hold
pass
on.
it down?
We gotta,
you
our
whisper
numbers
to
are
the
going
next
back
sound,
up
whisper
now
to
that
the
we're
next
back on
No,
the
they're going
regular,
down.
our regular
Titties,
schedule.
titties,
for
titties.
you.
Excuse me,
Reel
Titties.
us back in, Berlin. Reel us back in.
Berlin, just let us
I've
go.
got
We're done. Berlin, we're done with it.
We went
Just let us
from
go.
Judy
Damn.
Bloom to Judy blowing somebody. I'm like, okay,
Who
Blew who?
exactly.
I thought that's what
A
y'all
little
said.
duty, booty,
Well,
Judy.
spell it out.
Oh,
B-L-U-M-E. Judy Bloomy.
so you cannot. You can call 211. Is it 211?
Bloom.
If you have some
Two-
problems and you
just-
need somebody
just
to talk to.
211.
When is too much on y'all's call? When does it get too
When
much
they
and
share
you got to
too much.
refer them? You got to refer them to
If
somebody
they
else.
threaten to kill somebody or
Yeah.
threaten to hurt if they threaten to hurt themselves, I assume you gotta pass info on.
Yeah, but do
I
y'all
always
have
thought that was the big
have
no.
info other than their phone number? It's anonymous, right?
No, we ask their name. We have their telephone number. It pops up automatically. We ask their zip code, Now, who's to say that's not a lie?
Right, that's it is a lie.
But it's still documented, that phone number specifically. So we can look and see how many times that phone number is called.
Have you ever had a call, and you don't have to tell that person or anything, that was too much? Like the person was way over the top, and you just couldn't do anything for them. Like you were like, bruh, this is beyond my scope of what I'm trying to do here. I mean, I'm trying to talk you down off a ledge, but you done called me after you already jumped and you in the air. Like you trying to, you know what I mean?
Why are you always breathing so heavy?
Yeah, you almost
and asking
there.
me to say things.
Yeah,
like
panties.
How many inches is that on a map? If 100
Did y'all
miles
have a guy call?
is an eighth of an inch.
And y'all makes y'all say panties.
What kind of shoes are you wearing? Take them off.
Well,
rub those feet
y'all
together.
will tomorrow.
Or I'm going to jump. Rub your feet together and tell me about it, or I'm going to jump.
Yeah, that's
what would you do then?
So guy calls in. Yeah.
When you say like a phone call that's too much, I've had several phone calls that it would seem to be too much. I've definitely talked people off the ledge. I have had people that the moment I answer, they are just hysterical. And it's my job to maintain composure and try and get them to calm down a little bit. And it always works. But is it still stressful for me? Yes. But in that moment, I'm like, this person needs me. My job is to just remain calm, ask them questions, get them to calm down. And it always works. Like after 2 minutes probably on the phone, you can hear them. Their breathing is better. They're not as loud. The crying has kind of stopped. I get to the bottom of the question that they're trying to ask, and we figure it out as best as possible. I had someone call that they were suicidal. They told me about the things that they had tried to do to get other people to kill them.
What?
And he was like, I need help. I've already been in this mental facility. I'm ready to do this act again. He was like, I can't do it myself, but I'm okay with having someone else do it for me. And
Yeah, but what kind of friend is that? Berlin. It'd be like me going, Berlin, did you shoot me in the head?
You've been watching too much Dexter, is what you've been doing.
Yeah. We did just.
You've been binge watching too much.
I'm not trying to make fun. I'm just saying that would be weird.
That's what
fair enough. But that is what it was. It's not situationally.
Well, and he had said, he was like, I suffer from depression. That was the thing. He said, I suffer from depression.
Right.
I have other mental health issues as well. He was like, and I need help. And so I just talked to him, just asked him questions, tried to make sure he wasn't going to do anything in the moment until I could find a good hotline for him to call. Because I did tell him, I was like, look, I'm not a therapist. I said,
You're one in training, though.
Right.
But
I said, I'm not a therapist. This is a resource referral program. I said, however, talk to me. I'm really glad you called. Don't go anywhere. Just asking him questions about himself, other things, and then I was finally able to get him a couple of numbers to agencies that could probably provide better assistance than myself.
do you get school credit for this?
God, no.
Okay. It would be nice if
You know what?
did.
I might not get school credit, but you best believe it's going on my resume.
Right? It should.
And they got a podcast on your resume too. And internationally.
Okay. That's our sponsor for this.
I don't think you know what that song means.
Set up their own
Third
props.
Eye Blind.
I don't think you
Third
really
Eye
know how
Blind.
that song
But
ends.
let me also
Did you ever
take-
see the end of Old Yeller?
Oh.
Did your parents just tell you how it ended?
Let me say this on a lighter note. We do have a sexual predator
Oh.
that has been calling.
Can we call? Do you have his number?
No, God, no. Or Scott.
I'm just saying. That's right.
We could catch
No.
a predator.
Right here.
Yeah.
Be an adult, Scott.
The Yakuza don't like
What
that.
kind of predator?
I'm
is
Chris Hansen.
Nobody.
You are cockblock.
You want some cookies?
Nobody has evidence, but basically,
Jesus
because I've received his phone call. Another friend of mine received a phone call here recently, And basically, he talks to you. He asks for certain assistance. Because I don't want to give it away, but he asks for this specific type of assistance every time we go to help him. And then he uses the terms baby and babe and honey.
Oh,
Pet
like that
names.
girl
And
that was
then-
serving Burley in that time at
And
that
then
place.
the breathing picks
Titty
up.
bar
Okay. He turns it into something dirty.
Yeah, and it's like he's doing some kind of action there.
You
And
hear like a
it's-
fat noise in the back.
Somebody's throwing macaroni back there.
It's real awkward, and you're just like, you know what? So sorry, I don't have anything in my resource list. Okay, bye.
You know
he
what's
just
weird?
hung up on him.
We would like to. I would like to point out that Drooby Dooby Doo is worried that you think it's him calling. He said it's not him. It's not actually a predator. Don't worry about it.
Well, thank you for that, Drew. I appreciate that.
That sounds like something that a weirdo would say. Weirdo,
Right?
But like
a weirdo would
real
deny
people-
it.
Yeah, a weirdo would deny it. So I watched Revenge of the Nerds 2 today, and that was just funny.
Who's this?
You got to see our good buddy Todd that used to bartend here at Enoch's.
Who are you?
Oh,
You tell me first.
Revenge of the Nerds 2.
Oh, it's
You're
Chris
Jeff,
Hansen.
right? Yeah. And what are you doing here tonight, Jeff? Hanging out.
Oh, he's just hanging out.
What are you doing here
Hanging out.
tonight?
Jeff?
Hanging out with a 12-year-old.
Just hanging out with
Just
a
having a good
4-year-old.
time. Oh.
I was hitting her up online. She was doing her thing.
Okay.
Todd.
There's some Todd in there.
Ooh.
Booger. Is
It's
Todd
Booger.
listening?
Yeah.
We got Todd Hires.
Oh,
Probably shouldn't have said his name, but whatever.
That's Todd.
Oh, gosh.
There he is.
That is so Todd,
Ladies and
man.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
There he is.
Look at that.
We miss him. I'll be
Todd.
holding down. That was
Todd.
Jeff and I.
You're
If you
gonna
have
have
any
T-Rod.
what
You
are they,
Miss that
Nashville
piece of
listeners?
trash.
Well,
He's
you
a
know,
pizza trash.
we will
Pizza
say this.
trash.
Pizza trash.
We have made light of this a little bit, just because of kind of our listener base. But it is a serious issue. And, I mean, I think that if you need help, wouldn't you say you need to go out and seek some help?
Yeah,
I think.
it is
I don't know.
much. I mean, I think it's been proven. At least talk to somebody about it because
What?
it's been proven.
Oh,
Easy.
I'm sorry.
No, but people that keep
I
this
heard a
shit
voice.
bottled in is usually people end up snapping.
Why ask if
You
anyone's
heard a voice
ever
in
had
the
their
other-
parents go to therapy?
What?
What's that?
Have your parents ever gone to therapy,
Not that I know of.
Scott?
No, my parents divorced when I was 2, so I didn't ever
Well, that
really.
probably
No, you
wasn't the
remember
age.
Well, do you remember them going to therapy? I'm working
Oh,
on that
Lord,
show.
no.
I'm working
Probably
on it.
not.
Ross?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't for like. It was. It was for like.
It's good in there.
Okay. Yeah. Not even like that. It was.
Yeah. A timestamp
It was.
on that?
It was.
What year was that, maybe?
I was in high school. Unfortunately.
I just need to guess. I'm
wasn't
not
worried
trying to
about
pry.
it. I'll say I wasn't worried. It wasn't for them. It was like a whole family deal about something.
I'm not trying to pry. Just say yes
And-
or no.
No,
Yes or
no,
no.
no, no. I know what you
Did
mean.
you-
I went through one of those. I think
Yeah,
I
it
know
was
what
like
you mean.
it was
Did
like
you blame
kinda
I
like
was
a-
Did
at
you blame
therapy with
yourself,
my
Ross?
parents, but it wasn't quite about all that.
It's,
Did you
it
blame
you were with
yourself?
them
wasn't
in
about
therapy.
it wasn't about my parents. It was kind of like a whole family deal,
The
and
family
it was
deal.
trying
okay.
to work.
What year
work
was
with-
that, if you don't mind?
For me, I don't know. That was
Peg it down. Early,
I
mid
was
90s,
probably
early
15,
2000s.
15
Mine was
16,
late
so
80s.
2000s.
When was yours?
Late 80s, about
Late
88,
80s. And yours
89.
was ish?
Sometime in the 2000s.
2000s? Okay. Well, fair enough. I have a total no therapy family.
I went to marital counseling one time with my baby's mom.
Okay. It's
And the
I've always
therapist
been
was
church
smoking hot.
Church is therapy, and you
And
know,
depending on
well,
who's in that church really
That's it.
determines the
it
trajectory
really
of your
does.
life.
I was lucky enough to have some real characters, if you will, that you look up
Yeah.
to, and then you realize, oh fuck, well, that
It was
motherfucker wasn't
free
shit
too,
either.
because it was students like Shelby.
So, but
And they
it
did
all
it
depends. And they always told you about the
smoking
sheep
hot
and the
shit, too,
wolf
by
and the
the way.
sheep's clothing. It's
Smoking
almost like
hot.
they were telling you to look
It just
out for the
solidified my
motherfuckers
decision.
in that church.
I
When
hope
you're
my
the most
future clients feel
vulnerable,
that way.
you come across a youth pastor.
Smoking
Do you know how many
hot.
youth pastors have fucked up
Exactly.
across the country?
Real
If
shit.
you got a good one, you got a good one.
That's-
If you got a bad one,
Real shit. I was asked one
Peter.
time to be a youth pastor on a mission trip, or not a mission trip, it was a whole trip to, fuck, I don't know, it's forever ago. It was the day
Africa?
it was the day I quit my job offshore on
Dang.
Christmas Eve. The next day I got a call and said, hey, we need a chaperone
Tater.
youth minister kind of thing for this trip we go on from Holly Ridge Baptist Church. It was a bunch of young kids and
That's
shit.
a
We
good
went.
church, too.
Oh, it was a good time. And then they were like, youth minister, come forward. And I came forward, and I was like, just do the same thing that you did at church. Pray the Lord, the prayer. Like, pray the fucking prayer.
And I did, and it was amazing. Like, I never felt better than to try to channel more young lives that I ain't never met in my life to, like, just do good for themselves. And it was incredible. But that was past me.
Well, you realize that's how cult leaders get started.
It's exactly the fuck how it works.
And that's at 15, 14.
It is.
Yeah.
15,
it's a fucking
14.
brainwash situation if you ain't careful.
Yeah.
But it is an
heart.
optimismly brainwash. So it's like, I want to brainwash you to be smart and be happy all the time and not really deal with shit.
Like
Just put it on
That's
something else.
You know, the fact that it gave you pause is a good sign, because if you just got addicted to it, that's what lunatics do. If it gives you pause,
it's the
that's
power,
normal.
and it's weird ass.
Nobody
power
should.
trip,
Nobody
bro.
should have that
That's
power.
weird.
Well, but I'll
that's
say
weird.
you
And the whole
say-
Catholic Church and shit. That's weird.
Is that on 1540
It's
Highway
weird.
584?
No, easy. We ain't calling out names.
Is that where it's at?
Well,
that's where it's at.
If you need to send them there, send them there.
What else is on Highway 4?
1540 Highway 584 in Rayville. It says Holly Ridge Baptist Church.
Yeah, that's not the one. Please don't burn that one down. It doesn't exist anymore.
Well,
is it not the same?
Yeah, we got some boys in Singapore that put in some work for us.
They got a phone number.
But you talk about, you say, well, you said, you know, it was a powerful thing, and you could have basically got addicted. Well, I mean, you look at that, and you have the opportunity to potentially go that way or come back. There are other countries that you don't have the opportunity. They say you're going to become a fisherman, and you become a fisherman.
Correct.
You know, I mean, for what it's worth, there's
is
a lot
it
of
weak or is it worthy to choose such said life?
I don't know. I mean, it
you got
depends
nothing
on
else to lean on. You throw it all on that, and do it. What else you do is on what you put it on. Is that being weak or is that being worthy?
It depends on which way you lead your life. You know what I mean? You look at like Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen, I believe, is a wolf in sheep's clothes, in my opinion. We've already talked about it.
I'm about to say, he will have you think he was chosen.
He got a fort. I think we can overthrow
Like,
him. I think we can overtake him to take that as zombie fort when it happens.
Well, oh yeah. No, I mean, nobody's worried about that. He's got his own private
Hell, they got in the
plane.
Capitol, right?
He'll take his plane and just disappear. You know what I mean? His
He'll
code
go to higher alert.
but you know what I mean?
Don't get me started on aliens.
but you know what I mean? Like, there's everybody I think has the potential to, you know, become better or become bad. You know, obviously. So that's like saying, you know, saying that, well, you looked at that power and how you were saying you can become a
red and blue
lunatic.
pill, basically.
I'll say it's like a red blue.
Yeah.
You become a lunatic or not. I mean, you can feed into things that aren't necessarily true. You can believe the wrong things, and you can still come back. You can also be completely crazy because you're brainwashed off of stuff. It's all about how things are taught to you. It's all about how open you are after that as well.
So can you change, kind of thing?
You can. It's difficult, but people can change.
I brought up the idea of not sticking your dick in crazy. You come across a chick at 18 years old. I don't think she's fully mentally developed
She
or
ain't
anything.
crazy. That's all she knows.
Well, that's the thing. That's what bothered me. What's in my past that I didn't acknowledge or whatever.
Somewhere else stuck
But it's
on
like
our purse.
before it's even a choice for you. I think certain things can happen to you, and you start to have a particular personality. It's not even your core beliefs, but you just kind of follow a certain road. And I hate to say it's all women, because I guess it could happen to men too.
No, for sure. It does happen to dudes.
Between, I'd say, 13 and 18, there's a lot of weird
Some
shit going
developmental
on.
motherfucking shit.
Yeah, and
I used to play Magic the Gathering, motherfuckers. Wish I never guessed.
Change gonna come. Isn't that Otis Redding that said change?
Wait, any D&D?
Not that far.
Okay, just make sure.
Nobody can afford
But
it.
D&D goes back.
Right.
That's to the 80s.
Well, and I'm not opposed to it. I got a good friend, Spicy Mike.
Spicy, yeah.
He's a dungeon master.
Spicy Mike?
Oh, screen, see what's up.
Didn't Otis Redding say change gonna come? What, didn't he have a song? Change gonna come. Yeah, change gonna come. Otis.
Give it about 10 seconds. He's gonna play it.
Otis. No, I didn't.
Oh, he has it loaded up already.
I hadn't loaded it up.
Okay.
But I tell you what we do want to
That's
do.
how he does.
We do want to thank Shelby for coming out here and talking to us and about the
And
mental,
almost forcing us to talk about something
the mental health thing.
Almost.
We want to apologize too that we didn't have anybody to dip a titty in
I
the
will
sauce.
dip my titty to save the
Tune
show.
in next week, and we might have somebody.
He said no.
He just kind of blew over Colson's off.
Do you want to do? Well, we
Hey,
can't air it
yeah.
anyway because I think that might be a little bit too much. I don't know.
said what I said. I got shot down.
Yeah.
I mean, if
had to
there's
shoot your
nothing
shot.
shown,
I mean, he's
Well,
He's
do you want to
closer
dip
to
a
the power
titty?
button
Do you
than
want
me.
to dip a titty? Well,
I don't think the people would like to see me dip a titty.
okay.
I don't think you're going to see anybody actually physically dip a titty anyway.
Wait, well, that comes back to the
It's just the idea.
I would call that taboo. Let's address it. Why can you show
Right.
dudes' nipples on Facebook ads and not show chicks' nipples
we're
on
not
Facebook
trying to-
ads?
we're not trying to
They
say
are
100%
the
agree.
givers of life.
100%
Because
It's okay,
we feed
Shelby.
the children, and women's breasts are sexualized while men's are not.
It's okay,
Whoa,
Shelby. Show a titty,
whoa,
girl.
That is
whoa.
food for
You
a
just
baby.
said two different
You're a big
eggs.
fat man. I'm a
Censor
titty
dog
fan.
food
They're either
ads.
sexual objects or
Chewy.com's
they
gonna
feed the kids. They
suffer.
don't. They're not mutually exclusive.
They
No,
are
that's a whole
mutually
other thing.
exclusive. It's the same thing.
But you can see it
People-
on a
It's
movie.
either or.
The reason that people don't want to see kids being breastfed is because they sexualize the boob.
Who
And
said
so
they
they're
didn't want
like-
to see it?
To see a titty is what you're
Well,
telling me.
majority of people do not want to see breastfeeding.
See, normally I'm-
and that's because the boobs are so sexualized. They can't separate the two concepts. It's like this is while this is a beautiful piece of body.
Tune in
it
next
also has this as well. Right, tune in next week. This is a
about-
whole
this
other
is about
topic.
titties.
Hey, we can
We
talk titties
better
all
get
night.
deep. We better get deep in titties because
Right.
Mardi Gras has a whole ass nudist ass titty gras float, but you got to pay for the license to be able to show your titties, which is stupid because dudes can show their titties all the time without paying for shit and
how
not
you
even
gonna
get
tax
charged for
titties?
shit.
How you
It's
gonna
high
tax
tax
titties?
on titties. That's what it is.
We
So
don't
you telling
believe
me
in titty
you got-
tax.
We see titties in movies, and they got paid to show their titties for that movie.
Show them to me. Show them to me. Unclasp your broad, set those puppies free.
Set them free.
They look a whole lot better without that sweater, baby. I'm sure you'll
Show 'em.
agree.
Show them, baby. Show them to me.
That was genius.
God bless
Show
you,
'em to
woman.
God bless you, mama.
Show them to me.
Woman.
Oh, I thought you said
Oh, it wasn't
mama.
his mom.
I was like, dang.
Hey, even
No,
got,
we
look,
know.
if my mama
His
came
mama got
out
some
to
nice
Enoch
titties.
right now and showed you the titty of life that suckled me to be the man I am today,
Word.
she would get fined for that. And
That's
she
a
got to
damn
pay
shame.
to show that titty.
No titty tax.
That's bullshit.
Titty
I love
tax
you,
is
mama.
Swamper Talk
Love
Live does
you,
not believe in
mama.
titty tax.
Well,
No titty tax.
It's bullshit. Why?
It is.
Look,
No.
Tune
titty
in
tax
next
is-
week
Okay.
for Titty Talk.
yeah.
That's it.
You know,
And also, if you don't
Free the
have
nipple.
Valentine's Day plans,
Oh, Valentine's. Day.
and you're
about that.
going
Yeah,
and you're
that's
alone, and you're like Tender Shelby was saying earlier, you're kind of depressed about it. Be depressed no more, because Sunday on the 14th. Well, if you're upset about it, maybe you're not depressed about it. Maybe you're just upset, or maybe you don't care.
I'm
But
ready for all
anyway,
the chocolates to go on sale the day after.
On the 14th,
after you go
Valentine's
have a
Day,
fun time at Mardi Gras,
you're going to have a great time. On Saturday, you should go to Caroli Park. Yeah, Caroli Park.
Believe it
And
or
watch
not.
the Mardi Gras parade.
you're going to be karaoke through an A Swampers.
Karaoke
trailer.
with the 318 Swampers.
Swampy Okie.
Swampy-okie, I like that.
And then on Sunday,
Swampy-okie.
you can go to karaoke at the Junkyard. We're going to host that over there. And then we'll be in the front starting at 6 o'clock doing a speed date. It'll be 10, 12, 15 guys, same amount of girls. And you're going to have 5-minute increments to lay it down, fellas and ladies. Take your best shot.
Show me the money.
Do you have anything to say
I
about
was just
speed
thinking
day in
somebody
Berlin?
might get hooked up that night.
Bring
I think
your
somebody-
best icebreakers.
I think somebody's
Yes.
going to get hooked
Bring me a
up.
pickup line.
You
Yeah,
might
if you ain't
have-
got no pickup lines, don't show up.
Go online and just download the pickup
Thank
lines.
you.
They're there. I mean, don't use the one about Florida because that one
That's
is just
terrible.
not good for
That's
that.
terrible.
Yeah,
No, she's barely hanging on.
yeah, it's barely hanging on. But I think download some pickup lines.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
And take a shower. Don't bring your ass up there dirty.
please, in the
Oh,
name of all that's holy, bathe before you come up there and brush your damn
Shout
teeth.
out to Bear Brandon who
Baron
hates that
Brandon.
stinky ass
Yes.
shit.
Stinky ass shit. You're
Bless
gonna
you,
have
man.
Buck Nasty Colson's gonna be helping MC this
Man,
event.
where we going to do that at?
At the Junkyard
At the
Bar.
Junkyard,
At the
yes, sir.
Junkyard Bar on a Hall Street. And hey,
So we had the podcast last.
feel welcome
that time.
to come there live and watch it go down.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
We're
it's
going to
gonna be
ask that
social
you,
distancing. We have wall skating. Wear a mask.
if you
21
wear a
plus.
mask, if
think
you're
they
going to
got
not be in
crawfish
the
up there.
event, they do have crawfish.
They do have crawfish.
Frank and Janie's. I had them last.
Frank and Jay's.
Yesterday.
Yeah, you had a
Last
pound.
yesterday?
You
I
had
had
a
them last
pound.
yesterday. I had a pound. And I got to
Pound.
tell you, each head was suckable. Each tail was eatable.
Oh.
And I got 3 out of 7 claws.
Oh.
And they were little
Watch
ones.
out now.
Right.
So
good now.
They
Pretty
know what
good.
they're doing. Real shit.
Probably have Tender
So,
Shelby up
The
there.
You might
potato was
consider
good.
that
The
the
corn
junkyard.
was good. Yeah, Shelby missed out that day. She was handling up what she needed handling.
We might have Tender Shelby out there making sure everybody's filling out their paperwork correctly.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like their scorecards.
could be.
He
If,
just tried to
if
put
they
you to
don't
work.
have a handy icebreaker,
notebook?
I'm just going to pull out like note
Oh,
cards and just
yeah.
slide them on the table
Just
for
say
everyone.
this.
You know how much a polar bear weighs? Enough to break the ice, but
Boom.
every time. That's
just
it.
like that. Just
Oh,
like that.
That's the only one you ever
Are
need.
you going to wash the dishes or fold the laundry?
But you
Whoa.
need to
Are you
really
gonna
know.
wash the laundry or
Just
fold
went
the
for
dishes?
Throat on that one.
That's right.
I got you.
That's
Oh,
the real
nice.
question.
It's called a rim
Buddy,
shot.
thank
That's
you.
a rim
That's a real
shot. That's a rim
Rim
shot.
shot.
You got to rim the shot or shot the rim. What you
Yeah,
gonna do?
you know what it is. But we do invite you to come out to that.
When is it?
That is on the 14th. That's Valentine's Day.
Oh, that makes
February.
sense.
14th of
February the 14th, Valentine's Day. You can come in early and enjoy karaoke
Tell them
and stay
Cupid
late.
sent you.
Yeah. Get drunk.
Yeah, if you're
Get drunk.
anti-Valentine's Day, it's a good time to come out and
This
get
is
drunk
such-
and
awareness is what I
drown
like
in
to
your
call it.
sorrows
Right, that's-
with
that's
friends.
the day
With,
before.
with 15
Oh, that's Desperation Day.
5-minute
No, no, no.
dates.
Valentine's Day is totally Singles Awareness Day.
Well, yeah.
Oh my God,
the day
absolutely.
before is Desperation Day.
Oh, yeah. Got to hook
It's
up.
called Desperation Day because
Oh.
that's the last day before.
All right.
That's
I've
got to
never
have a
taken-
boo day.
Well,
Dude, I'm-
as of right now, I don't have a Valentine, so maybe on the 13th I'll get desperate.
Oh, yeah. I
Well,
like
well.
Uh-oh.
I
It'll
ain't
do
had a
you
Valentine
good.
in
It'll give me
12
wood.
years.
Getting
Got to
real
knock it
desperate.
off the list.
We'll
I've
make
never
memories.
participated.
Getting really,
If you've
in
got two
Desperado
really
Kosabas,
desperate.
I'm traded for
Good
pie
to-
day.
He's
Make me
gonna
a pie.
he's gonna hook up with
Which is Spanish
lovely
for two
lady on the
titties.
13th.
yeah, test Spanish for
Hey,
two
I got
titties.
plenty of wigs. We can switch it up.
There it
We'll
is.
start at 11:58,
Oh,
and we'll make it a 2-day ordeal.
Nice.
Different wig every day.
Yeah, I have
That's when it
plenty.
gets wild.
If I can make it that far. If not, we'll do it just twice and I'll go to bed in the next 10 minutes.
right?
3 minutes setting it.
That's brutally honest.
Well,
that midnight hour, she cried more and more and more. And you just couldn't give it to her with a rebel yell. She cried more and more and more. I couldn't give it
Easy
to her.
Billy. Easy Billy.
get ready.
And he was my idol. Fuck's sake. What do you want me to do? I can give it to you
But
faster.
if they find the
faster
true love
and
during speed dating, it might
harder,
be a
but
white
no
wedding.
I
deeper.
think they're going to. I think they're going to.
I'm
Why
excited.
wouldn't they?
I'm excited for everybody to have a great
So
time.
we can look forward to a white wedding.
Ah, I see what you did there. Nice.
Oh,
Look
it's
out.
a-
Speaking of, if you're looking for a
Good
wedding
day.
bartender, holla at your boy. As accept a gig tonight, it's going to be a fun time.
Yes. Did they talk to you
nasty.
about
They
that?
did, and I said yes.
Oh, shit.
Great.
I said yes
Great.
Nasty.
to the tress.
And Shelby, do you have any
To-
last
to the
minute
wedding.
affirmations
Dress, not dress.
that you can send us off with?
Basically, if you are dealing with something and you don't have anybody to talk to, just remember that there are crisis lines. And even though you might be self-conscious of it, you never know who's going to be accepting. So just try and put it out there anyway.
No judgment.
Yes.
You never know.
And they can call in their pajamas if they don't have to. I mean, it's a phone call, so they don't have to be dressed.
I mean,
right?
you know
Zoom
what?
call?
You know what? I work
Call
in my
Nick.
pajamas, so if they want to call in their pajamas, it's a date.
That's
Nice.
so good to know.
Does that make it a breakfast date?
Yeah.
It is breakfast date.
Drink mimosas.
Can you direct
Call
me to
in.
Cummings Street?
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, you've
Y'all
made
hear
yourself
it.
in that. Anyway,
Okay, so call Tinder.
I've seen
Well,
their
just call
pajamas. They are tiny.
211 if you have any issues that you need to discuss.
Or a technical, crisis
Right.
hotline. We are
don't
not therapists.
don't go to your mama
Just Google a
with your
crisis line.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Or Google your problem before you call the crisis
Right.
line. Like,
Yeah.
Main thing is don't go to your mama with it. Right?
No.
Don't take that
She gonna
bullshit to
baby
your
you,
mama.
tell you
I
what you
know.
wanna hear.
Enabler.
Right.
But
she
enabler.
retired.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
needs some her time.
You gotta have an
all her damn life
unbiased
getting away from you.
source.
I'm so tired of people doing that, getting in their feelings and go put it on their mama.
No, don't
old
put it
ass
on
mama
mama.
trying to just
Nuh-uh.
get
My
by.
mama told
What you
me
think
no.
Scott does every day? He rolls up in there
Hey,
and talk to his
my
mama.
grandmother.
Shirley.
Look, my
What's I
grandmother
doing
would have
on the
told you to take
podcast?
that bullshit on out the door. my grandma, my mama's mama would have told you to take that bullshit on out the door.
Well, now
'Cause I ain't trying to hear all that.
for grandparents because we got FaceTimes and shit and portals and shit.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I appreciate y'all having me on tonight.
Oh,
And
thank you.
just
I
so
need
you
to start
know,
again.
there's
Dennis, you'll be acting like
there's
you
this
busy.
thing called HIPAA. And
Oh, yeah, we
whenever
seen
I
it.
receive a phone call from any of you, it'll stay in between us. Scott,
Oh, man.
Did you say hippo?
You guys, yeah. It's
big girl?
It's a HIPAA quality.
Well, Scott's all about a big girl now.
Sounds like a heap of good time to me.
Hippo burning love.
It's a whole
$5 if I can record a conversation quicker than y'all can.
Man, I tell you what. But we do want to thank Tender Shipper for coming out here. Remember, if you need them underwear and you have mental health, all right to receive. All right, well, that was our little ad there.
Included.
You can do that out, and you can call her. Her phone number was listed. I just said it. All right, well, thank
We're gonna
y'all
roll on
again.
out.
We're rolling out. Got things to do. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next Monday. I think that's going to be our 6-month anniversary show.
Meow, 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 meow.
No. Go down there and see if we can get John Jeter to put his titty in some of his salsa.
Ooh, yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
I think he's down.
Oh, he's down.
He's down.
It's clowning.